What is going on, fellow fishing adventurers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Hudson, and today we're going to be filming the second part to the 3-part video series where I'm going to be showing y'all how you build your very own DIY pond from the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit from the Pond Guy. So if y'all haven't seen part 1, which is, this is part 2, make sure you go check out part 1 first. I'll have it linked below, and I'll have it come up in the end cards of this video, because if you don't check out part 1 first, it's going to look like we skipped a bunch. In part 1, I showed y'all the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit, everything you're going to get in it, all the details of it, and then we started working on our pond, and I basically did a time lapse of the previous 3 weeks where I excavated our pond, built a retaining wall, filled it up, everything like that, and I talked the steps along with y'all as we went. In this part, we're going to be everything from putting in the underlayment and liner to rocking the pond, scaping it with wood, pebbles, rocks, everything like that, and then we're even going to be putting in the pump UV filter, the AllClear UV filter, and the Clear Spring Mini 16-inch waterfall filter, hooking it to the liner, everything like that. So if y'all want to learn how to do all that stuff, you are in luck, because that is exactly what we're going to do in this part to the series. In the next part, though, stay tuned, because we're going to be filling it up, doing the grand reveal, hooking up the waterfall, seeing it flow for the first time, and then we are also going to be starting to put some plants around the pond, really tying it all together, and we may even move some fish over here. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and a big thanks to the Pond Guy for the amazing stuff they make. And if you want to check out the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit or the Pond Guy, I'll have it linked below. Let's go make a backyard bass pond with the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit, part 2. Okay, y'all, me and my dad are at Home Depot. We're going to be getting all the plants, gravel, everything like that to finish up the pond, and then we're going to head back, put in the liner, the filtration, everything like that. I'm super pumped. So for this pond, I'm sure y'all know by now, I really like to make my ponds look natural. So I want to make this pond look like it was just a South Texas pond that's been sitting there. So I don't want super tropical plants with all sorts of flowers, but I also don't want, just plain plants. And I found these guys to start. Just kind of look like pond plants. I mean, this looks like a plant to be grown on the bank of a beautiful little pond. Got a few different types of them, so I think we're gonna get a few of these. These things look really good. Trying to find out. There's one big stalk right there. I think I got it. Don't break, don't break. Ooh, look at that thing. Okay, so now we are at all the pebbles and stuff, and I want a wide variety of pond pebbles, river rock, pea pebbles, everything like that. Okay, so now we're gonna head over on the other side of this, which has some bigger river rock and stuff. To make it look real natural, ponds aren't just one substance. There are a lot of things on the bottom: sands, rocks, bigger rocks, little pebbles, logs, all sorts of stuff. So I want to get a big variety. So far we have 80% pea pebbles and 20% the bigger river pebbles. Now I just want to mix in a little bit more really big stuff. These pebbles are actually called pond pebbles. So we got to get some of those. It's a pond. You guys, I don't think I got enough rock. What do y'all think? I don't think it's enough. And as you can see here, I'm actually hauling a 110-gallon deer trough to the pond site, and that's because behind the pond, I'm gonna be placing this as a bait tank to hold bait for all our ponds. So I'm not gonna show too much footage on this, but it's gonna be our stock bait tank. So now I'm going to take some dirt, try and get it as level with this as I can. It's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna do this off camera, and then we can start working on the real pond, baby. Okay, y'all, so I just finished up everything on the Mega Pond 110-gallon bait tank. Behind the pond, I got the dirt pretty much leveled out in between where the waterfall is gonna go and the big pond. Okay, y'all, so everything is done. We have all the dirt leveled. I've been putting in some stepping stones, as y'all just saw. The Mega Pond minnow breed, or not really minnow breeding, but more bait tank back there, fully in. I put some rocks around it, looks real good. We got a waterfall stone set up. Everything is done, and now it is finally time to start putting stuff in this pond. I'm gonna start off by putting down an old drop cloth I have. Then we're gonna put the underlayment from the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit. And then hopefully today we can put in the liner, and then I'm gonna finish up everything tomorrow. I'm so pumped. This has been weeks, basically months of hard work, but it pays off way. Okay, guys, jumping in the John Deere. This thing has been a major lifesaver, this pond build. And we're gonna go pick up the liner and my dad in the garage. Just kind of roll it down. Okay, y'all, so we're back out of the pond. Now we can open up and put in the liner. It's supposed to rain tonight, so that's one of the reasons I want to put in the liner tonight, even though I'm going to finish up the pond tomorrow, because if we don't have liner in and it rains, it's going to ruin all the dirt work I just did. It's pretty much ready. So it's not dragging all of this off. So we're filling up the pond. I mentioned a few times that we're actually not doing putting the rocks in and stuff till tomorrow, but I just want to fill it up, look how it looks, get all the wrinkles out and stuff. And as you can see right now, this is a little bit larger than the water that the bass we're gonna be moving in here has been in, and it has still got a very, very large bit to go. Okay, y'all, so this pond is finished filling up. Like I mentioned a few times, tomorrow's when I'm going to be redraining it and you know, filling in all the rocks, driftwood, filters, pumps, stuff like that. But I think there's only one thing that is right to do. Okay, so now I'm going to be installing the Clear Spring mini 16-inch waterfall. Got everything I need right here. Okay, here we go. Oh man, this is scary. So now I'm gonna find the right amount of excess I want. Pull it over. I just got the Clear Spring mini 16-inch waterfall fully installed. All the silicone is done, and the reason that I actually did that first before all the rock is because the silicone takes 24 hours to fully cure. I got all the silicone. I'm gonna give myself a 9 out of 10 simply because, you know, I've never done anything quite like this before with the silicone, but it looks great. I will have this silicone link down in the description below. I got it off the Pond Guys website. It's like $8 and it works great. It's fish safe. It's black too, so it blends in with the liner and the filter and everything. And now we can finally get to rock work. So over the past few weeks, I have been slowly collecting tons of flat rock from around our yard, around our neighborhood. And I also hauled all the pebbles over here. We have, I believe, five different types of pebbles. I have river pebbles. I got all this from Home Depot. River pebbles, pond pebbles, pea pebbles, which I got the most of. And then we have some Dorado river rock. It's actually from Colorado, which is really, really cool. And then I also have this rainforest river rock. These two are like 11 bucks a piece because, you know, they're hauled in from other places, but the rest of these are like 3 bucks a piece, not too bad. Okay, so I got our can of waterfall foam. I'm going to be using this mostly around the waterfall to kind of direct flow which way I want, but I'm also going to be using it a little bit, you know, around the other sides of the rocks. So let's get scaping this thing. Jet going over. How you use this pond foam is a few ways to use it. Later I'll show you how you use it up in the waterfall, but for now I'm just going to show you how you use it in the actual pond. So basically what I'm going to do is, see the hollow behind all these rocks where it's hollow? You just put a little bit of foam down there, barely any, because it expands like 10 times its size. So it'll expand, fill it up. You can even sprinkle some gravel on it when it's like 50% dry. And it basically fills in on the back and it just makes it look way better. And then I'm also gonna take some river rock, foam them down to the liner like this, and then fill pebbles, basically making, like we did for the actual pond, making a retaining wall. I'm gonna make a miniature retaining wall, and then I can fill pea gravel flush with it. Okay, so real quick, I'm heading over to the very back of our yard because I think I have a really cool piece of driftwood for the pond. I have a lot of driftwood over there already, but this one's really, really long. So I think it'd be really cool to go like all the way across the pond. My ankle feels fine. For any of y'all that are wondering, I'm not building a pond on a broken ankle. I may be, but the excitement of building a pond from the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit from the pond guy is healing my soul. That is so cool. It's already like totally dry. Oh yeah, this thing is light. I thought it'd be because it's so dry and old. This is perfect. So, finally finished up all the edging. I cut off all the excess liner and underlayment, and I had big stones all around this dang thing. It's looking super, super good. Okay, so I got all the mulch done, and it is looking way, way better. Instantly just made this thing look neater. I would definitely recommend you do this, or you can also put more gravel around the outside, would also look really good. But mulch, gravel, it's all really, really cheap, and it just makes your pond look so much better on the outside and stuff. And now we can finally get the filter, the pump out. I'm gonna start putting that in. Let's get this beast. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. O-ring. We got the multi-hose, fittings. And we have this little bracket that screws onto the main filter housing. So you're gonna push through this here to watch like that. And then you have your O-ring, which you can push, and it nicely just slides right down into there. And then you pretty much just screw it on. And then you leave the back where it's got the back flush capped on, unless you're using it, but there's already a cap with the O-ring, it looks like, on it. So we're good to go. Okay, so it's almost dark. It's currently 8 o'clock. So my goal for tonight, for the end of this video, is going to be to put in the pump, get the pump all set up in there. And then we are also going to be putting in my DIY waterproof box. So this is just a tub that I cut some notches in to fit, to be able to get some cords through, as you can see here, but there's a plastic flap, so it's gonna keep water out. And then inside, I have a 12 outlet surge protector. And then I also have an aerator. I like to have an aerator in my ponds, along with the waterfall, wave maker, whatever you have. Just to add some extra aeration, and it looks really cool, like springs coming out of your pond if you bury it right. You can get an aerator off the pond guy. I'll have one linked in below. I actually have had this aerator for a long time. My Uncle Bronco gave this to me, so very large thank you to you, Uncle Bronco. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do in this part, second part to the DIY pond series with the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit from the pond guy, is we're gonna install the solid flow 36. I actually think it's over 36. It's, or maybe under, I don't know exactly what it is. It's the, oh no, I was dead right. 3,600 gallon per hour pump. Pump gun's pretty much built. Only thing you gotta do is put the little nozzle on this sucker. We're going to push this through there. Then we have our O-ring, which we pop into place into the bracket, and then we can just screw it on. I think we're just gonna set the pump right smack dab down here, because it's not too shallow, but it's also not the deepest pocket, so we're still gonna have room. I think our pump will just go right there because then fish can still very easily get around. Obviously, it's water, so they can go over it. But then we can have our plumbing run kind of up in this gap where there's no rocks, and then we'll have it run behind everything so you don't really see it much, which just makes the pond look better. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. This thing is turning out absolutely incredible. I cannot believe how amazing it looks. I mean, from everything from the big rocks, the big driftwood, to the smallest details, little pebbles, it just all ties together perfectly and is looking amazing. In the next part to this 3-part series, as y'all know, this is part 2, I'm going to be showing y'all how to, we're going to be putting in all the plumbing, all the kink-free tubing, hooking the pump that we put in, the filter, the waterfall filter, hooking all that together. We could fill up the pond, turn it on, and then hopefully we can start moving some fish over here pretty soon. But I may want, you know, the pond to cycle for a while before we do that. But either way, in the next part, you guys will see this pond running, and we're also going to be doing some final touches, like doing the landscaping on the outside a bit more. I know I did some mulch and stuff, but we're going to be making this thing look incredible. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you want to check out the AllClear Ecosystem Pond Kit, which I do recommend you do for building your pond, I'll have linked in the description below along with the pond guy. And this thing is turning out amazing. I cannot wait. Stay tuned for part 3. It's coming out very, very soon. And when it does come out, I'll have it come up in the end cards and have it linked below. Thank y'all so much. The backyard bass pond is almost done. Peace out.